I was a more common from like a black media. I was a captain called you smart and what to Japan ye dia come from my president a year and Addo Akuffu Addo as well Busia and ya some kitwa kula. Nina a Charlotte was say under the government of a yen and Addo Akuffu Addo 2015 or Pamono a free a yen negwaswa and ye nen some our debuano tia workman nane say a Charlotte was say one. Dress dodo afi 2 Charlotte was say den time chief of staff Fremont Pale aman car no ya ban car because den time no na EC boss any car we use awo that particular moment say onfa enye adwuma eti chief of staff who say na was say wetimi ko garage ana say pool ho na okokope government cars ada than be the man no use for the meantime kopem say aban ni beto car emono e ama no na Addo Akuffu Addo so won dia say chief of staff Fremont Pale de car ema no na waji ye ni sanse ntino ene was say obomode na we no nene say president John Dramani Mahama ba na Mensah eda ho eti aban mu a na so opeso yi na MPP for so monte ase ene ebusia eja wato ene ensema waka no wase by now enka wase yetimi compensate former EC boss Charlotte was ene ebusia wo hweja a wato ne expose bebira wode toa ebusia eyansam ketwa waka nsem na yankwaji nchirimu no MLCC
nya no mame kuba ha binjiri yo I respect him but binjiri ni never don't turn chain ese o medi afe ene bosome mi no anambwa all right Chief Justice so say a lawyer for bro for kakraka bi aya omo ka che say ko hwase mu na yehu se bibi bu mo ebetime gina so edi obi asem se waye bone ana so onye bone a Chief Justice say the Dikai Office of the Special Prosecutor onye hwe Anambwa to say me mafia 100,000 say if 100,000 necessary to camera see me you know say anemi am jitum say beto me you know na say 100,000 me ko afia ho na afia say 100,000 na sa memo no camera no cable na ye de e connect ne pen mitimi to ba ya afia wa ye bibi ya na onye bibi okoto cable camera na emu no de wan fama
abokago
okay say pa dia and yes say Charlotte say aban compensate no one of the reasons umudi jina so di is Charlotte say di and so address no no oh yes e wom oh what among kind reasons na the pam Charlotte say no yes Charlotte say address no do it's some na na wan na Chief Justice okruma me nimba bi mo sa Chief Justice no eye den no hu say atade oba ne pedressing eti ye the pam Charlotte say mafia Charlotte say the second reason they say as the EC chair no nika abai manika eti ono ana no de nika akwa adwuma and a chief of staff that time Honorable Julius Debra cars na okọ carpool nim baby pack aban cars no bi and also you So we need card ya. Yentimi talka mono mao. Say easy boss. It would ya car that way natri. Cause say be talka for from out. And also can one Akuffu do digital so yin dey. Say say chief of staff man ka oje ye. Charlotte say so wu. Charlotte say wu on the other TV so. Yay! Mommy, where no ni car. Car do be kwa adwuma no ni bi. Na mabie petition ani Charlotte say petition no e wo mahin so da. E wo mahin so. Charlotte Osei may kind claims are
claim
when we did not so the thing no pay na me yedma na me wi na me busa Ghana for say e dam na yabo ana say yenyan kasa oman na yetim no yempa ni papa obetu ambo oman no first claim muntie o when Akuffu Addo digital so the Charlotte Osei Osei, Madam Charlotte Osei, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission on 30th June 2015, assumed office as Article 71 appointee while still holding office as a board member of Ghana Reinsurance, a public company contrary to Article 44(4) of the 1992 Constitution. When the issue was raised, the PRO of the Ghana Reinsurance confirmed that she only resigned on December 5, 2015. This means that whilst holding office as the chairperson of the commission, she was still a board member of Ghana Reinsurance. Yes, say, Charlotte Osei John Mahama Boni Ding, sir, Ombeye Isi Jomtinenino, no, you're board member. Ewo baby, and your boni din say, Onkonkoye Isi Bosso, and on also Kokoye, President Amo Jumaye. Yes, say, one resigning them. Akuffu Addo, I say, Charlotte Osei, one resigning them. As a second day, now your boni dinner, the Chinya no resigning. Na otwen kakra anka otwen kakra no sanka ye omanya yenum nyansa ye dwene ma ho ye dwene nipa wo ye adwuma ama oman na enye de akoso wo yisi na sen na ke yebusa se sa board na owoso na one resigning term no anya bia na board meeting anya bia board no ba no say wakwa meeting wakwaje sitting allowance yembusa da Charlotte response or the man ni Ghana Reinsurance is a limited liability company with shares held by the government of Ghana. A non-executive director position is not a public office. In the context of Article 44(4), which my esteemed counsel should well know. A limited liability company. Nanado stabla lawyer fortna se mom ko hwehwe mu say board na not so na ntia mbra bia so tesa board no so. Cause na no nya public office. Wo mu sa de ni na achi no Abraham wo mu anto antwene o wo mu san gina so e de pam Charlotte Osei yenko claim 2. Mrs. Charlotte Osei was appointed as chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Ghana. The same way na no msande ba bi mo. Claim 1 na ye no 2 ni 2 na while holding office as chairperson of the National Commission of civic education, contrary to 1992 Constitution. In fact, it was announced as her swearing-in ceremony by the former president that he received her resignation from the NCCE on 29 June 2017 before the swearing-in. Pacho. Me Pacho Ghana for. June 2017. Nejo Mahama or her president. Navia. June 2017. Nejo Mahama, not a president of Ghana. These were the reasons, sir. We said they can't throw grata ye and the Charlotte Osei. How can John Mahama never lose election? December 7th. I'm a 7th January 2017. Ya swear in an Addo area. I'm a wedding president. Ebedu June 2017. Yakasa Samra Afena Mahama say Charlotte Osei resignation letter the Abreno. Now that time Mahama a president. So be a do NCC no person resign here. And your president or check on your son declare Takomano. Plus or minus, young fan pose 2016. Now June 2016, I better Charlotte Osei be kwaso atna NCC say penny or shaho. No, as that's why the EC chair. Reason way and the DE Charlotte Osei. I feel Charlotte responsible. The appointment to the office of chairperson of the Electoral Commission took effect on June 30. June 30. 80 plus or minus. Say nipa no resign here even 29th June na. Adia chenyansa. Yedi yisi adwuma no e hye ne nsa. Akuffu say tamanko otete ye so ye bembo ni din so me isi che no e se ko resign. Otete ye. Sesi amatese ye se afia koye gender minister. Matete nti resign fi media general. Yede kwase buwe ni edi gina so the Pam Charlotte Osei. Resignation as chairperson of the NCCE predated the swearing in on June 30, 2015. Charlotte Osei, John Mahama swearing in on the 30th of June 2015. Or resigning here and St. John Mahama swearing in. But Akuffu must say one resigning them. One resigning them. Claim number 3. Following her appointment as EC chair, Mrs. Charlotte compromised the independence and neutrality of the commission by arranging for 2015 V8 Land Cruiser with registration number WR2291-15 from the office of the president for use as official vehicle without going through the procurement process or Following her appointment as EC chair, Mrs. Charlotte Osei compromised the independence and neutrality of the commission by arranging for 2015 V8 Land Cruiser with registration number WR2291-15 from the office of the president. From where? Office of the president. From where? Office of the president. From where? Office of the president. For use as official vehicle without going through the procurement process or recourse to the commission. Can you imagine? Say, Charlotte Osei, we're born in Dino. Yeah, manika. Machama was the chief of staff, the man, the man. Yeah, you come, man. Sa buying entmin toka bono mouse here. Nti dada ya wo hoye no. Ba ku ne agisa for the fire adwuma as EC. Akuffu say ankai kana president de man so mfanya adwuma no. Ama pepere ye amba EC adwuma yedum. Per ye amba isi adwuma nim na esansa aban na ba ne kanti ama wanye independent really say Charlotte Osei response saka ni mpona wo mo bodi no na say saka no obi girlfriend and no use e we Akuffu Addo aban nim ka number na omu koti ye ne kura no Akuffu Addo aban tin na you obi girl and no otwi Mensah Charlotte does not use a vehicle with the said registration number WR2291-15. -15. Or you use a car da. When you say car be the number WR2291-15 da. As easy chair. Maybe I want to share with you no so big girl. And no use to car no. By a dress and say who way so at the pam mammy. Following her appointment as chairperson, the office of the chief of staff, I told you, allocated Mrs. Osei a vehicle. This is certainly not a new practice in Ghana's public service. Indeed, the office of the chief of staff provided and continues to provide vehicles for many government institutions and appointees. The chairperson could therefore not have compromised her independence or neutrality, as she neither requested nor lobbied for the said vehicle. Indeed, this flawed argument would imply that the commission receiving money from government of Ghana compromises the neutrality of the commission. Sir, abayima isi chair, domtirani oti isi akonya so, ka se jina fa ye adwuma. Na se no compromise neutrality and the independence of the ECA. Mafia, se yakwato aba, why na mai isi sika? Kasa
aban.
It is a easy kwaji sika wa aban ho se de kwato aba. Eno no e compromise ana se compromise. Comment no ho.
No make a case please.
Yay! Near the agenda so the apamno. Number 4. TDS3. The political posture of the chairperson. The political posture of the chairperson prior to the conduct of the 2016 general elections nearly pushed Ghana to the precipices. But for the action of technical and competent staff of the commission, she could have plunged this country into civil war. Abba! Akuffu Addo. Osei Charlotte Osei, ye kwatu 2016 abano. The way ana oye na hono. Let us say, do baby anka Ghana de a opie na kwhye gotabo ani. Bubu Ghana na bakana na bakon. Na emom maame no adwuma ye fo ne wo mo ye adwuma ne sanse wo nim adwuma nti. Sanya wo anka Ghana ye ko civil war. Ebe ibra pedi. Bisa mo sa wo nche political wo mo kwotena ase no o sa ya na wo mo say mpanifo sa no say ye pese ye wo mo do kwokota na ye pamo a ye pa abedwaku dan na okokoduru ho no e na obisa say wo mo define political posture enchire no aso mo ka kire ne say e toda ya na ntade na o hye ne bi ho a ya na green room. Yes, Charlotte so wu yo. The lawyer, any Taddy sorry. Asam we work at that komukum Thaddeus sorry I will voter region kwan so they nearly crashed him me na meka wa unim Thaddeus number the friend nebusa no they nearly killed that man eka say eka ta komukum no say Charlotte sa tade na ya no she na to da ya na ebi ho green wom ebi ho so a black wom na Ghana your flag na red, gold and green. Started them 50 no enye tuntum. It is a oba dress e kwa adwuma na atade green woman. E chese o ye ndisi ni. E to na wo sha atade na black woman. E chese wo ye ndisi ni. Ene so bi o hye kokko bi so. Ono so ye MPP ni. Wo sha atade na ye blue a. Nyame hu ya mabo okrom hawo Monday metra wo niam akoso ECL to we yi MPP woman organizer na to ho no enye yi sina no hu ballot papers no enye yi si ene no hu ballot papers be bia kogu da benda da yato aba wo memu ha ballot papers apete egukuma se mountain so egukofo dia mountain so na ma mi we that wo dey no dey Monday me chiro dey why enye ne me chiro dey ade omu gira so de pam Charlotte Osei. Number 5, Mrs. Charlotte Osei without recourse to the commission engage the services of lawyers. Sorry at law without going through the procurement process. This service engagement goes contrary to the Public Procurement Act. As at now, there is no formal contractual arrangement between the commission and the solicitors. The basis of fees computation for services rendered by these lawyers still remains unknown. Afeti. Sorry at law was retained on the basis of a decision of the commission taken at the commission's meeting on September 2015. Befia, answer na Charlotte Osei. Oba be kwa code ye easy boss no. Na Thaddeus sorry na nka so ye easy lawyer dada. Okay. So Thaddeus was retained. And yes, I friend okoko fa na adwuma. Okay. Thaddeus was retained. And our person of father no bisa commissioner no so koyenche. Oko June 30, June, July, August, September, 3 months. When my dear ma oka so mo retain Thaddeus. Na easy ho no. Say who a lawyer. Na mo kwa file cases a. Once I file case, e wo magistrate court a eso nebo. Nebo no form. Woko circuit court a e wo soro kakra. Woko high court a e wo soro kakra. Woko appeals court a e wo soro kakra. Woko supreme court a e wo soro kakra. Anu wo soro chen ni nyina. Woni ma de a na omo ye. So omo ko file case kwa high court a de file wo supreme court na no omo de ko. And Charlotte says how? Me a lawyer. It is a me ko file case e wo high court a. Na me file case so supreme court a e bo no enye pe. Enti ye ntiase ye njai na ye hu sese ye ko high court a ne bo ni o mso ye ne sa na amfa ye ni so o to tresika kase bum o na ye ne sa na fe na Charlotte say onye na anya e be bo nka. If there has been any breach in the procurement process, then the entire commission must be held responsible. It was made clear at the meeting that fees for litigation-related work cannot be agreed ahead, as it will depend on the complexity of each case and the court where a case was filed. For instance, Supreme Court cases are usually billed higher than cases conducted at the High Court. It was therefore the function of the chairperson to refer all incoming lawsuits to sorry at law on the basis of the commission's decision. It was the function of the deputy chairperson to negotiate the fees for each matter referred with sorry at law. Indeed, the same deputy chairperson has previously failed to negotiate fees with previous councils retained by the commission or ensure that they are paid for legal work done. Some of these payments remain outstanding for 4 years. Cases of court to na mfie nan na yisi so ni sika Charlotte Osei ko no muntuai. These were the reasons why Charlotte was sacked. Claim number 6. The commission signed a contract with Supertech Limited on the premise that the voter registration exercise was going to be electoral area based. Upon assumption of office as the chairperson of the commission, Mrs. Charlotte Osei unilaterally abrogated the said contract without recourse to the same commission that approved the earlier version. She single-handedly renegotiated the contract with the vendor without involvement of the members of the commission, not even the deputies. She then awarded the contract to the tune of $21,999,592 without going through tender, contrary to the Public Procurement Act. The chairperson rewarded these contracts without seeking approval from the commission. From the commission. In the opinion of the commission, these contracts could have been negotiated further down if members of the commission had been involved. This is because the change in 2016 voter registration process required automatic reduction in these contracts. Bevia, sa contract ye. Sika na ka wo free Ghana hono was almost $49 million. Was almost $49 million US. And krata wo de koma o mo file ye bi ti a Charlotte Osei no. Wo ma hwe ye o. And o ma so boom. Say they call Charlotte the beating it down from 49 to 22 and from 22 to 16 receipt wo from 49 to 22 from 22 to 16.4 million dollars. Ye wi akire no omo se watimi kura afa kura de twa omo so mu kura say adentro otimi biti ade ne down ono we biti ade ne down. Commissioner Jiatum say enko 49 million. Ono ba besia etimi di ade na no foforo mana ba from Ghana from 29 to 22. 49 to 22. Down to 16.4 million. Mo say Montia say Commissioner Jiatum say enko 49 million. Now no am abo na ba fom ya be 16 tie nyina di. We say oh try ye ko from ho. These were the reasons I dey pam Charlotte Osei. Mama the picture no be were any reasons I dey pam I mean as part of compromising her independence and neutrality, Mrs. Charlotte Osei claimed that the Electoral Commission has been allocated a new building for use as office complex without approval of the commission. Hey, Akuffu. The 7-member commission has not, at any point in time, formally requested for any office allocation since the commission sees nothing wrong with the current office. This is rubbish. With the chairperson's insatiable demand of affluence, flamboyance, and fashion mayor, or dress it, fashion, Akuffu. She unilaterally awarded a contract to the tune of 3.9 million Ghana cedis for demarcation and petitioning of the said office complex without recourse to the commission. She claims she sought approval from the Public Procurement Authority, but strangely enough, the contract sum is higher than approved level. Response: it is untrue that the 7 members of the commission do not see anything wrong with the current office. Commission members have constantly complained to the chairperson about leaking and damaged roofs, poor electrical wiring, damp walls, and lack of storage facilities to store election equipment, resulting in significant losses and inefficient use of resources at the commission. The chairperson informed the commission in late 2015 that the commission had requested new office premises from the presidency to house the new secretariat of the Association of African Election Authorities after Ghana had been voted as the permanent secretariat of the AAEA in July 2015 with responsibility to provide office space for AAEA. As something I say, but we are kind of crazy because we are meaning. Yes, Charlotte Osei, baby, I know I'm not that. No, I'm not going to meeting. And when I kind of want to catch up, say, in Sota, aha, you roof na say we are say yenya baby kura ye de niam ye de to aba ne gu yetimi de esie eye enti no ssɛ we ye ho bibi and ono so akoba president amane because so easy on fe sika nsi dan e ma ne ho and the president a cho mo baby foforo say won kɔ no mo nkɔtena ho no mo nkɔ ye adwuma Akuffu Addo so on chase say dan dada ne si ho Yama easy, baby for some fun for you. Now, Akuffu Addo to another Bank of Ghana, died na say. And not tell my Bank of Ghana, since over $200 million said the Bank of Ghana office for. Ghana for one. Yeah, Kasa was hey, Paris Kasa dodo. Ministry of Health, Dina Nesi, one and no question, menu to one. Now say. And I am also part your question Ministry of Health dying for fraud. Say who call old place where rooms in Aguo. Rooms in Aguo. Then we read the agenda. Now I say Chief Justice or horse ambulance say when you prima facie. The infant Charlotte said. Mensah Charlotte Osei, claim number 8, has been engaging in cronyism by awarding a contract to the tune of $14,310,961 United States dollars to her cronies for the construction of prefabricated district offices without recourse to the commission. The value of these contracts is in excess of approved threshold by the Public Procurement Authority. One of the contractors by name Mensah Contracts and Carts Limited is related to Mrs. Charlotte Osei. Upon receipt of advance mobilization under the approval of the chairperson, the company has failed to meet the contract terms. Notwithstanding the clear breach of the contractual terms, the company has requested for additional payment, which the chairperson has approved. The Director of Finance has stopped the payment of this request. This accounts for one of the reasons of the chairperson's disaffection for the Director of Finance. Where the reason you assume a contract was awarded for the construction of 100 district offices. Messrs. Clicotech and Mensah Carts contracts and services on a 58-42 basis. Although Carts contract was the only company that met all the criteria at the entity tender committee level, no other account, please see document marked CO8A. The Tender Evaluation Committee recommended that they be awarded the 42% of the contract for stated reasons. Charlotte Osei or tender so. Or tender so. Mwamatibu committee wakwatena wakomadi ajia tubewe say yenfa contract na sa company no. Muye ya pine. The chairperson followed in total the recommendations of the evaluation panel in awarding the contract. In following the recommendations, there was clearly no wrongdoing or alleged cronyism by the chairperson. If the chairperson intended to award the contract to CAT's contract based on cronyism, then the same chairperson would not have given Clitotech Limited an extended time. Hey, yes, you because officers say, "Yejina so, yedi apam Charlotte say." Reason say di Charlotte say di na make catch one no. Reason say di Charlotte say edi no, e na make catch one yi. The chairperson, I mean, claim number 9. The chairperson has brought the commission's name into disrepute for single-handedly petitioning Uyoku on an alleged misappropriation of staff endowment fund for malicious reasons. This is because the issue has come before the entire commission for redress. The decision to go to Uyoko was not that of the commission, but characteristically unilateral decision by the chairperson. Sadly, we need to Obite easy. Mafia, ejuma for na wo endowment fund. Se say kaye boso a media general te en kakra di kosie no. Ye say Captain Smart a diska no. Ye kwa hwem no so ya mpa ko smart we blow cash no. Ana anti bi afa pen ni paper. And what chocolate akoma CID for say momra no marry asem no Akuffu do so say Charlotte say choice say ya marry mu na say ko jama omo anu wan omo hwe no omo ka omo asem obi di aban sika wa mo na hwe mu obi di aban sika sai na hwe mu
police CID
nyame obetua yenka no ho omaye o procured grant from USAID as part of support of the 2016 general elections. This facility was signed by the then Minister of Finance by Article 175 of the 1992 Constitution and in line with the Section 5 of the Financial Administration Act 2003, Act 654. These grants constitute public funds. As part of the implementation of this grant, the chairperson, Mrs. Charlotte Osei, without the commission's approval, unilaterally recruited personal assistant and a communications officer and paid them $1,500 and $2,500 respectively. This was not done without clearance from the Ministry of Finance. What rubbish. What rubbish. Media General will sika ya dema ye de adwuma. Ma che ho ka wo ho. Yei. Ana mi a me ne afia. Ye ne antaro adi nkomo. Na antaro so enya hwe. Mi a me wo se na nsem ntare de mo hyada na mo hyeba. To de mama mo ntare mo hyan kwetena TV no so na mama mo me din kura no bi akasa me mpo da me sponsor. Na anti bi aba se obi ache atade me yahya betena TV so nti ma mo producer ma mo nua mama ne nti eyi madi na ono ye nche na de da ayo beka easy boss only personal assistant ya tu ko mama mi oto ma soja ni ne kuta na back to say class 1 ya kwada ezi soja ni no ye ni PA mwa When any reason ye di Charlotte Osei. Claim number 11. The chairperson unilaterally transferred district electoral officers she perceived to be pro-MPP. Antinet say, Muni Munkrofo ye pro-MPP. Wow. To deprive areas prior to the 2016 general elections without the knowledge of the commission, contrary to administrative procedures. Say, transfers or yeah, you know. To say IGP yeah transfer. I say, I post for now I transfer no MPP before. Yay. And I said, say, Oshishe no yi MPP for no transfer omo. Na mo buy no de one buy. Betia, say the power transfer mo 3. Womo 3 kra na se wo saa MPP be di mfie nwotwe. Womo ntime form amakrum biemu. Saa kwa ne ba emu ba ko na video ni se me catch producer nko hwe to ho. Obubo resource dey do baby o se mabre. O kai sa video no. Obubo sa o se me kra mabre. Na se Charlotte Osei transfer no. Ene ye dey kwato baby ti se boku. Ena kwaye sa dey we wo ho. Ya transfer no. Ena okoye sa dey we baby ti so dodo a. Kede dey be sigana. Yes Charlotte at transfer microphone ye ina di. Number 12. Since her assumption of office, the chairperson has polarized the commission along political lines. Her political posture, her political posture prior to the 2016 election is evidence of public judgment. For public judgment. When the country was saying, then the posture is saying, the abaya or 2 year 2020. Sa besin ne. Woman ya MP, woman to aba. Is in a Jumane say, Obama every Ghanaian. Wedi 18. Nana dream down, bet me to aba. O depriving to form went me and to aba or memoir. But I say no there, any Omunya Hushi. So put him the eba. Reasons are Ghana for the Charlotte said the witch no every time. If you to an extent say what kind I think claim 26 now. You say who do officer untimi nko the deputies no won ko chia omo so waba. Who say oh aba mo so ba kan na yede na onu no pani ni mo mbeduru a enkwada nkonkwochia no enti e di apam no anyway enye omo fault a said ye Charlotte Osei dey wie ma Charlotte akwatena fie ese say ye compensate maame no say oyobi a ankobe court ka say we nka court be ka say ye reinstate no ba wonim MPP omo ba ban mu bia no ma kantan judiciary no so na match show was in there. Bevia. Sa kwa bi na friend David Ankwa no.
Ona ti he.
Sa kwa bi na friend David Ankwa. I see ono na propose say o man yen friend Ghana na niam akodi. Tama kwa me nkroma ebie Ghana National College. Na David Ankwa no wen. When was David Ankwa? 1948, Ghana had independence. Ghana National is older than Ghana. So where was that man called JB Dagwa? Most of you mama, Tibon Kosobi actual history. na ne abeja to me se me twa MPP historians that could ba ko metra me twa professor Aaron Michael ko no na me hwe no ona ye professor me nya professor nanka binya professor Aaron Michael ko no wa betra no wa ka kire me say dinga na jemi dan kwa ni mu bibia e dinga na abbreviated o God has appointed Nkrumah already. G-H-A-N-A, G God, H has, A appointed, N Nkrumah, A already. No money more. You people no. Election be on Bekobiano, on competitive. I'm a people teacher, Kurani, JB Dankwa Kujra election, Kukunu Shose Kutra, or is in region. And so, when many chair parliamentar, Omukwa no matter from say team. Omukwa parliamentar, Omujra Babia, Omni UPS for us, IUGC for the UPS for Omkobia Kitugram, Omowisa. They said I normally were 88 on the 2 says yes, what 87. So I want to be in parliament there. Executive one so. Kwame Nkrumah swaje wa boso. Who kwere ho? When Nkrumah call election or the prison here to Abama no. Anambwa. Odododio. Kwame Nkrumah fi Western region. Obeyo odododio MP. Anambwa. Order prison. Na nipa na UP no oni ni gina ye no on the ondam kromo ye campaign. Mo so ya UP for say NDC for na kofa bentwane bentwane kurabani ade na no che. That year na no mo ye elections na Kwame Nkrumah da we no. Sa UP ni no okoto gari oka gari e na ochechire na ode man krofo. Me see me train you before historians me tabako betna one day obe born sem ada no papa bi no you no send me messages say Kwame Nkrumah na so man so ma me nyama 2 per Kwame Nkrumah ye enye on come on ho so a o se o sideline nkrofo na me hwe the age no wanyini chan me say me the masam ne kɔ no so a enye yi esanka o ye mi tipani a ko be bonne sama Yesu Kristo ogini di no
abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se oni me bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba e frɛ ne se eye sika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo pom bema ye ketwa brabeji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma so ache e wo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuja no ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye frɛ ne se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frɛ back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet e wo ho se wo se ne ti bi obeku bomode so be fa numbers na egu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrim wi a me bomode se me kyerɛ wo ne wo beye